bomb shelter was pretty nice. I took Dwight Eisenhower's advice. It's full of things I like. A stationary bike, powdered milk, some gyms and rice. It's not as if I asked my spouse to excavate beneath our house. She told me it was silly. She said, now come on, really. There's only so much she allows. And it's a shame. Good morning. Because when the bombs are exploding, you'll all be freeloading, but I'm prepared, you see. With a mushroom of them in this just gonna ruin my bomb shelter from me and maybe my cat. What do you think of that? My bomb shelter has bonsai trees, a generator with DVDs, but it's only one man's size, so while you're vaporized, I'll enjoy its amenities. My bomb shelter is mine, all mine, so I don't want to hear you piss babies whine. It won't seem so dumb when those SJWs come and I'm watching Star Wars Episode 9. Let's see if you're cocky when it's Nagasaki outside in your little town. You'll absorb radiation while I'm on vacation 25 feet underground. I'll be drinking milk and pajamas made of silk. My bomb shelter is pretty nice. You should take Eisenhower's advice. Good morning, everyone. We're doing it old school. It's the morning show, but it's like it used to be. You and I and another, wait, you and I thought we'd fly to Rio for dinner. We must have been high, but you and me and another 3 friends of yours crashed in the Andes, George, Mike, and Emily. And now there's nothing to eat except for the meat that once was your friends who lived up the street. And I saved the last piece of George for you, though I gorged on the other 2. I saved the last of George for you, and I saved the last piece of George for you. L'chaim, if you are a Jew, but I saved the last of George for you. You were so right the other night when we disagreed if there'd still be room for Dwight. Now we'll make amends when our dinner date ends, but I gotta say, you've got great taste in friends, and I saved the last piece of George for you. He was vegan, so he's tough to chew, but I saved the last of George for you. And I saved the last piece of George for you, though I gorged on the other 2. I saved the last of George for you, and you, and you, and you. And I saved the last of George for stupid. Yeah, I've had a mimosa for a morning cocktail. It's not really morning for me. I've been up since 11 p.m. Last song. When you are asleep, that's when I creep and I lick all the butter in your fridge. When you are not awake, I unwrap your Lando Lake and I lick all the butter in your fridge. The butter in your fridge. The butter in your fridge. So have some parquet, it contains my DNA from when I licked all the butter in your fridge. Have a Pataploop on it, I practically spat upon it when I licked all the butter in your fridge. Imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try. Very good. Hi, everyone. Hello. Like down old school mountain. Okay, it's Saturday morning. You gotta be up and doing your thing, getting ready to have an exciting Saturday weekend afternoon. It's great to have you here. Oh, look at that! I lost 50 subscribers because I played the butter song. 50 subscribers. Well, maybe I can win them back. Maybe if I do a good Star Wars article, they will come back. What is this? Stream is tweaking out. Russian bot mode engaged. F is for stream hiccups. Well, did you guys hear my music? My beautiful music? I mean, was that? Fat Andy says, "What's up, Uncle Ethan?" I'm not sure. I'm not really sure. I just wanted to do a live stream and say hello to you guys. It's a beautiful and absolutely wonderful morning. Had a great time last night. Last night was the Comicsgate debate. I hope you saw it. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you felt edified by it. Andrea is gonna watch it today, and we'll see what she thinks of it. She's like, "How did you do?" I'm like, "I think I did okay. I don't know. I don't think I spazzed out. I think I was fine. You'll have to tell me." And that's going to be what she's. I'm waiting for her review. Edmund Rojas, thank you for $5. Waking up to this already made my thank you. All right, so wonderful. So you guys liked somebody. Fat Andy says great debate. Rex Warden says I saw it. Woo, that was intense. Diversity in Comics already weighed in. He says I watched 2 minutes of it and the dude didn't have a point, so I checked out. That was fine. Jay Hamilton says, Ethan, good job with last night's debate. You took that SJW down. Yeah, he was a big one. Like, there are a couple of guys that are on Twitter that just insist on making it difficult for people who believe in Comicsgate. They just spend all day long, talking about Comicsgate, tweeting about Comicsgate. I've got a spy over at New York City Comic Con who's hanging out with Jamal Igle and Kwanzaa, and all they're doing is talking about how they're rousting Comicsgate, they're tricking everyone and taking Comicsgate down. Okay, that's fine. Whatever you say. Alern says Nicky Rackets is a real G. He is. That guy's something else, man. He drank a lot of Fireball last night. He didn't need to drink that much Fireball. One Fireball drink is enough for me, frankly. But he drank all of the Fireball that he had left. He did it on the insistence of his subscribers, of the people who were there to watch the debate, and he got very upset at the end. He got very upset. He needed to assert himself and the fact that this was his YouTube channel and his stream, and he he had a few things to say, and he said them loud. He said them loudly. Um, I thought it was pretty funny. I was like, "You sound just like Dick Masterson." You know what? One Dick Masterson is probably enough. All we need is one Dick Masterson. I don't know if we need a lot of Dick Mastersons. In any case, if we need a second one, I would like to nominate Nicky Rackets for second Dick Masterson. That guy, he brought the fire last night. Now I don't know. I think it was 3 hours, but the 3 hours went by really, really quickly. I felt engaged. I felt interested. There's something about talking about Comicsgate that really interests me. I really like it. It's something that I believe in. It's an idea that I believe in. I think about it constantly. And, having a debate with an intelligent person who disagrees with you is something that I look forward to. I haven't had one yet. I haven't had one of those yet. I'm looking forward to that happening. I would like somebody who challenges my beliefs, challenges Comicsgate, makes me think about things a little bit differently. And so far, no. Red User 1, thanks for $5. Uncle E, please consider opening Cyberfrog to in-demand funding. Sympathies and gratitude to your wife for all of the work shipping the books out. She's not going to do it. We have a fulfillment center now that's going to do it. It just became too big of a job. I'm going to go and sign all of these comics, and it's a local fulfillment center. They're going to take care of it for us. We've just got too much on our hands, as it turns out. Mellow E says, Ethan, have you had any sleep? Yeah, I went to sleep yesterday at 3 p.m. and I woke up at 11 in time for the debate. I knew that I had a debate at midnight, so I went to bed at 3. I got a good 8 hours of sleep. Woke up, showered, got dressed, ran downstairs to the basement, and made it just in time for the debate. And it was fun. It was fun. I'm perfectly okay. I'm okay. Has Ethan muted himself? Can you hear me? You guys can hear me, right? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, well, some people are saying there's a stream problem here. I hope there's no stream problem. All right, good. People can hear me. Mr. Slim Shady Dog, thanks for $9.99. Ethan, Sith Kryptonian interviewed the man who did the Russian troll study. The guy admits it's not Russian trolls anymore. That's good. This is brand new right here. This is October 5th. This is an article that he wrote for NBC News, and I think we're going to read it. I just found it and thought it was funny. This is him. This is the guy who did the study that concluded that, I don't know, left-wing or Russian trolls are aiding the alt-right in making fun of The Last Jedi. This is the weirdest idea I've ever heard. I don't know what's going on. I kind of suspect at this point that left-wingers have just decided that The Last Jedi is a cause celeb. It's something for them to stand behind. It's a terrible movie. Objectively, it's a bad movie. It doesn't feel good to watch. I mean, people that watch The Last Jedi come away feeling a little bit headachy. They feel a little diabetic. I don't know. Their arm tingles. They don't like The Last Jedi. People don't like it. People don't like it. It hurts your skull to watch that movie. And honestly, there's no reason to defend it. You know what? Just because right-wingers happen to not like The Last Jedi, you have to defend it for some reason. It's a terrible movie. Left SJWs, you don't need to promote terrible things just because you happen to agree. You probably do agree with right-wingers about what those terrible things are. Just because I say tomato doesn't mean you need to say tomato. Doesn't mean that. Just because I say the sky is blue doesn't mean you need to say it's green. It isn't green, it's blue. Just accept that. It's okay to agree with me. In fact, it's good for you. Jay Hamilton says, I felt dirty after watching it. I did too. I had to take a shower. Cyberfrog. Yeah, so people want to talk about Cyberfrog. Jeremy Peterson says, anyone in the chat know if people can still order EVS's Cyberfrog? And then he puts like 5 question marks. Jeremy, you can't right now. Cyberfrog ordering is done for now. These are limited time ordering periods, I'm afraid. I know it sucks. I know it's not fair. I know it's tough on people. We do it this way for a couple of reasons. One, honestly, it has to remain limited. Opening it for 2 months and letting people order seems like a good period of time. It seems like enough time to order. It keeps the book limited. It keeps it collectible. It adds a little bit of urgency to the ordering period. The other reason is because just the money is just flying in. I got to be honest with you. We've never made so much money. We have accountants, we have tax lawyers, we have all these people working for us. That are recommending that we cut it off now and try not to make too much more money for the rest of the year because of tax implications that I don't understand. But yeah, we are. We There's no reason at this point to open up Cyberfrog because again because we can do the same thing when we're launching Wrecked Planet. Now, here's a question that I would answer. I would ask you guys. I would actually say, our next Indiegogo campaign is going to be Rainbow Brute. So, Rainbow Brute, should we also offer a tier where you can get Rainbow Brute and Blood Honey? I mean, that's something I would put that up to you guys for like debate. I would wonder if you guys thought that was a good idea. I was going to wait until we did Cyberfrog Wrecked Planet, and then there would be like a $50 tier where you could order Cyberfrog Wrecked Planet and a copy of Blood Honey, and you'd have both of them. Yeah, Cyberfrog, even though they're not the same, you would like to be able to order both. Yeah, I mean, I'll just not the well, no, I'll do the chromium. I'll do the well. Let me think about it. See, I would have to. That would mean I would have to print a whole different edition, and maybe I will. I don't know. I don't know yet. I don't know. But yeah, people would like to order Cyberfrog, and Comicsgate is getting bigger and bigger. I know that these SJWs are frustrated by this. Jamal Igle said to me today. Well, he said in a tweet. He said, "Ethan, enjoy obscurity." I was like, I wish I was obscure at this point. I wish Comicsgate would kind of calm down. We are growing by leaps and bounds. Obscurity. I wish I was a little bit more obscure. I can't get people to stop talking about me. People talk about me endlessly. I think I'm one of the most famous comic book artists in the world now. I've all I see is my name. People discussing me, making up rumors about me, lying about me, and then the good stuff. Fans sending me notes saying that I encourage them, and they feel like because of me, they're encouraged to start doing comics again. They listen to me when they're sad and depressed, and all this stuff. I got a really great note today. Can I share this with you guys? This is wonderful. I hope this guy doesn't mind. I won't use his name. Let me read this. Okay, Ethan. I'm a massive fan and have been for some time now. At the moment, I can't afford to send super chats, but when I get a day job again, I will shower your channel with money as much as I can. You don't have to do that. I know you're mad busy and won't see this more than likely, but listening to all of your videos is helping me through a very tough time. I love your art. I love your words on your streams. I'm an artist myself, but doing more traditional style fan art portraits, etc. I've recently done several pieces of Cyberfrog fan art and was amazed and really excited when you recently quote tweeted my picture. So we did a Cyberfrog piece of fan art. You've inspired me to draw my own comic book. One day I hope to be able to work for you if you start hiring. I want to work on comics in some way going forward, but I'm rather clueless as to how to sell my own work, so I am rather unknown. Anyway, I've gone on a bit. Your channel is ace. Hello from Liverpool in England. Keep up the great work, mate, Paul. And I was like, is it Paul McCartney? It wasn't Paul McCartney. It wasn't, even though he was from Liverpool. Just a fellow named Paul. And I'm so grateful for that. I'm so grateful that people listen. The Comicsgate and what we're doing here is helping people. It's encouraging people to be creative. It's giving people an ambition to work in comics again. I love that. I love that. I don't think I'm headed for obscurity. But then again, that's entirely up to the fans. Um, the fans, customers decide these things. Your fellow professionals, that the industry doesn't decide these things. Nobody gets to decide if somebody like Justin Timberlake is obscure, except for his fans. They get to decide if he's successful or not. That's the thing. His fellow musicians and fellow pop stars don't get to decide if Justin Timberlake's career is over. They don't get to decide if he's a big star or not. Who gets to decide that? His fans do. The fan base does. The people who buy his music on iTunes, they buy his CDs, they buy his videos, they go to his concerts, they buy his merchandise. Those are the people who decide how big of a star Justin Timberlake is, and he's a big star. Those are the people who figured out, not Jamal Igle, not Marvel Comics, not DC Comics, not Joe Quesada, not Dan. None of these people decide these things. No SJW gets to decide this. The fans do. And I am blessed with an amazing, amazing fan base of customers. And I have to remind myself to just call you guys customers. I mean that term respectfully. I hope you understand when I call you customers what that means. That means that you're always right. That means that we're out to please you. And that means that, you get respect and honor, and all of those things. Alec Munoz said, thanks for $1.99. Uncle E, get Shapiro to put you on his show. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I had a nice conversation with Ben Shapiro the other day. He called me up. That was a lot of fun, getting to talk to Ben Shapiro on the phone. He's a big fan, and he's watching what we're doing very, very carefully. I can't say too much more about that. But yeah, I really, I'm a fan of Ben Shapiro's. I'd like to talk to him. I think I'm a fan of Milo Yiannopoulos. At least I was during the 2016 election. I loved watching his college tours. They were a lot of fun. And part of me thinks, I would like to do that too. Like, I'd love to go on a college tour and talk about Comicsgate and do lectures like Milo Yiannopoulos did. Uh, that would be absolutely amazing. Mr. Pixel look pick. By the way, it's Mr. Mixiaz Pitalik, so Mr. Pixelic, I guess, says, tell us more about the Shapiro conversation. Um, let's see, what can I tell you about it? He wanted to know all about Comicsgate. He wanted to know all about Comicsgate. That was basically how I got on the Andrew Klavan show. He said, I'd like you to be on the Daily Wire, and he set me up to be on the Andrew Klavan show. And he wanted to know some business stuff about Comicsgate. He has some interest in it, and that's all. That's all I can really say. Downshift, $5. Cyberfrog with Rainbow Brute bundle, but without stretch goal perks like Chromium cover. Keep incentive for early supporters. Sign or not, don't know. Well, if I'm charging $25 for the Cyberfrog book, which essentially I would be, I want to keep it like $25, $50, $75, $100. Keep them at $25 tiers. Yeah, I suppose I would have to sign them all. Um, but yeah, maybe I'll do a different printing, a different version. Sure. Um, did Benny Shapiro sell you some butt wipes? I know he does the ads for that. That's so, like, what if that company, what if Butt Wipes said, hey, do you want to, we'll pay you a lot of money to I don't think I could do it. I don't, I really don't think that I could promote that on my channel. I don't know how he does it. He does it with dignity and elan, but I mean, there's only so much that. Mr. V, thank you for $10 CHF. Hey Ethan, that Jason guy was the first SJW I witnessed live. It was fascinating to say the least. To think that this used to be a normal human being at some point. I'm still baffled. Yeah, I know. You know what? One thing that you guys didn't see is before the stream started, whenever we're about to do a live stream with multiple people, of course, we're in the room in private together, waiting for things to go live, talking to each other. And he said to me, I didn't appreciate you calling me that pedo cartoonist, and you better not bring that up this time. And I was just like, well, Peter didn't sing thank you for 200, or it looks like $10 American. Will you ever make the channel about art and teaching again? Also, what does Ben Shapiro think about his Ben Shapiro Destroys XYZ? By the way, you inspire me to still try for the comics industry. Yeah, I'll probably make the channel more about art and teaching. I will. This culture war can't last forever, Vendant Singh. Eventually, we've got to win it and make things normal again. So at that point, I would love to just retire into this creating comics and teaching people about comics. But right now we are in the middle of a full-fledged culture war. It sucks. It does in a way, but it does kind of suck. So anyway, this guy's like, don't call me that pedo cartoonist. He's like, you know me, and I was like, I don't mean you. I don't know you. I don't know if you're a pedophile. I have no idea about you. I can't say that you are or aren't. What I'm saying is your cartoon, your comic strip, Clarissa, is about a little girl who's being fucked by her dad. When I'm back Tell me when I'm back. Come on. Let's see if it comes. Am I back on? It's getting weird this way. All right. Are we back? Are we back? Oh, we're back. Oh, we're back, but we're black. All right. Very good. Okay, forget it. I'm going live on the other I'll go live on my computer. I'll give me a second, I'll be right back.